Hey everyone, Noah Neutron here, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different from my usual video. This isn't going to be a retrospective or review in the traditional sense that I do, but instead a sort of catalog of my experiences of my first year on YouTube, and as well as maybe some stuff that's sort of a catalog of my experiences going on in my life at this current point in time. Mostly because it's been about 1 whole year since I've started uploading publicly to this account. And if you see me like looking up or looking down, I've got my script on my computer and my phone. So, if that pisses you off or something, sorry about that. Okay, so to get to the point of the video, I've gone through 3 username changes until deciding on one I actually like. I've uploaded about 55 reviews and retrospectives on top of the occasional song or short film. And the 55 is all together. It's not separate, they're like together. And after all this time, I think I've learned 2 things. I love making videos and just showing people the stuff I make. The second thing I've learned is that YouTube hates small creators. Now look, maybe you already know this or you don't, but building a community on YouTube without any sort of extreme sensationalism is practically impossible, and really that could be said about anywhere on the internet. It doesn't help that every video on how to improve your channel on YouTube is just full of hot air. One video will tell you not to repost your videos anywhere, and another one will say to spam it in every social media that you could feasibly think of. One video I watched literally recommended cutting every single intro from your video. Yeah, I'm not doing that, and I understand that a lot of those channels are hyper-focused on analytics and kind of lack in a thing that I like to call artistic integrity. So I know how this comes off. On paper, yeah, I shouldn't have really a fan base or a community. At least not a big one. Yeah, I understand. I've only been on YouTube for a year, and I should be lucky that anyone is really watching my videos. And that's true. I am glad for the people who are taking their time out of the day to watch my stuff. I put as much effort and time into these videos that I can without really taking away from my college work or just draining my sanity. However, there's one thing that's just driving me crazy about YouTube right now, and it's particular with my account. And it's this video. Do you see it, right? My video on TMNT 1990. It's one of my favorite movies ever made. Now, I'm not mad that this video exists. It doesn't really drive me crazy. What makes me a little insane, a little annoyed about what's happening with this video, is this right here. Do you see that? Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see that view count? 25,000 views. And yet, none of my other videos make these numbers. At all. Even when I cover other turtle stuff. I have zero clue as to why this is. I used minimal tags, my thumbnail wasn't even that high effort, and to be honest, I think I've gotten a better groove on my later videos that I've worked on. So what gives YouTube? What is exactly happening with my later videos? On paper, it seems like I'm clearly attention grabbing and eye getting with this video in particular. I say this not really out of entitlement, more so out of confusion. I genuinely don't understand what I did differently with this video than I did with my other stuff. I say this not out of entitlement, but more so out of confusion because I'm genuinely kind of confused. I don't understand what I did differently with this video that I didn't do with my others. I'm also more than certain that those of you who have actually subscribed to me, which I appreciate when you do that, I genuinely do. I hope that my pointless videos can somehow make everything a little bit better. But I'm pretty certain that none of you guys are actually getting notified when I actually release a video. Again, I'm not saying this because I deserve reviews or anything, but isn't that how YouTube's supposed to work? You subscribe to someone and it notifies you when they've released a video, or at least put it in like the subscriber side of the website whenever you pull it up. I'll be honest, for a period of time, this kind of sent me down a weird algorithm rabbit hole of exactly how YouTube's algorithm works. And really, I've learned that it's not your ally. Because every time you'll get one piece of advice, another question or answer or whatever you get will completely contradict it. Because it's not your friend. It's not your benefactor. It's not even your gatekeeper. It is the extension of the exploiter. It's the profiteer. It's the tool used to benefit those that are already benefiting heavily from the system as it is. You see, it will occasionally break and allow someone through the gates that it's set up. However, this is only to really sucker other people in, because a lot of those people who do make the break, I guess technically like I had, they will then start to pull the carrot further and further away from you, tricking you into thinking that you'll somehow end up in your own personal Shangri-La for any artist, musician, or whatever exactly you do on this platform. In a much less poetic sense, YouTube is not a creator-driven platform anymore, which is kind of sad because that's always how they've advertised themselves. So I guess you could probably say they're false advertising, but we all know they are. Like, let's not act like we don't. So, what does this mean for me and others like me? Well, a couple things. And all of which I don't really have easy answers for. But I can give you some. I think the one thing that people really have to focus on is not caring so much about the numbers. Now, I know that sounds hypocritical because I did just complain about numbers and stuff earlier, but again, that's not really me getting mad that I'm not getting views, but rather why I'm not getting views. I don't know. Maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't. But really, I think you just gotta keep pushing through and do what you want to do, because I genuinely love making videos. I really do. And I hope you enjoy them. As I say, I always try to tell you to enjoy it. I'll see you next time, whatever, right? And look, at the same time, I really don't care if I make money off YouTube. Seriously, do you really think I care to make money off YouTube with the type of videos I make? I just make them personally for me, and that's really it. They're just a catalog of stuff I want to talk about and really enjoy. So, I guess what I have to say is that I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. But I also can't promise to be here forever. And if somehow you found that you are somehow a fan of my channel, which, thank you. I genuinely mean it. I know I worded that like a question, but genuinely, thank you. But I make these videos for me, and I want to make that very clear, because I think it's fair for someone to create proper boundaries, even with people they don't know. But if this feels selfish, arrogant, or entitled to you, that's fine. I'm not going to control how you feel. It's one of the few things we have anymore. And look, it's not that I don't appreciate any of you, but I just want to make it clear that this channel is for me. I am the focus of this channel. And you guys are the viewers. And I appreciate when you view this stuff and talk about it and, I don't know, comment and stuff, whatever you want to do. But this channel was especially made for me. I actually wanted to make a channel like this a long time ago, but I had a couple people in my ear that were telling me to not make a channel like this because, in their words, it would be pointless. Part of me still wishes I didn't listen to them because, truth be told, not everything has to have a point. Sometimes it's okay to show off our human side, our nostalgic side, and just exist. That's okay. You can do that. I really started up this channel because the last couple years, especially 2024, were a real rough time in my life. Now, I'm not going to tell you everything about it because, respectfully, I don't think we're close like that. I have to make a proper boundary again, as I've said a couple times already. But I want to make it clear that this channel really helped me a lot through certain things. It gave me a goal to look forward to, on top of just sitting through college classes or just vegging out at home. It really helps to find some time to do something. Honestly, I'm more than surprised I even have over 100 subscribers. I'm genuinely grateful for that. Thank you. And thanks for being here with me, up until the eventual end, whenever that may come. I don't know when, I don't know where, but who knows? Sorry if this video is a bit of a downer, but I think it's fair to make things truthful and honest and just to make things apparent with people. I don't intend on being super negative all the time because, well, you know, I'm just not that type of person. You've probably noticed that through my videos. I try to be as optimistic as I reasonably can. And who knows, maybe more videos like this will be made in the future where they're just catalogs of what I've been going through and what I feel. But that all depends on what I'm being strongly pulled to. I just hope that all you are doing well right now, because it's a crazy time out there. And if I've somehow made it a little bit easier and I've just given you a little something to think about, or something to smile with, or something to just feel, I'm glad. I'm trying to be genuine here. I don't know if it's coming off sarcastic or not, but I am. I hope I really help. I know how that feels like. So I hope you enjoy my videos in the future, because I do have more stuff planned and it might get bigger. There's a couple things I've been working on in the background that hopefully, get made, but there's been a couple roadblocks there and it's been a hell of a ride, to say the least. But I also hope you enjoy my music and my short films that I like to make. And with all that being said, I'll see you next time.